Hey, what's up, y'all? It is your buddy, your pal, the fighting tiger, in this piece on this hot behind Saturn. I am chilling on this patio where my mother and I live at, that I call Catfish. However the case may be, but today I had to do a video to get this out. Okay, just want to check in to see how y'all doing. Me, as you can see, still kicking all at once, appreciating another day. But on another note, another time frame, I am not finna sit up here and do no video or do no introduction today. But what I am going to discuss today is on a particular topic that was brought to my attention. How the case may be. But the title to this video is called "Certain Things Should Be Kept to Yourself for the Love of God." For the people in the back, let me say this again. Certain things could be kept to yourself for the love of God. And y'all probably gonna be thinking, King, what you mean? What I mean is, even though this is with this particular conversation, but it can be meaning in a lot of directions. But what I mean is, when it comes to, I understand the fact of the matter, the definite of getting help with your health wise and getting stuff straight. But if your mindset is all the way in childhood trauma mindset, and you need somebody to sit up here and be patient with you as you going along in this journey, I can see if you had about 6 years within that you progressed in something and you showing efforts into things, okay? I can understand that. Look, at the end of the day, I would rather be with someone who is 6 years in versus than 29 years in. I say that because I know someone, and I know someone personally who I no longer communicate with, that I found out yesterday that she's been in therapy ever since she was 13 years old. Like, I know there are some times for people that have been in therapy, on and off. But she's been in therapy ever since she was 13 years old. And been in therapy ever since 2012, basically 29 years, etc. At the end of the day, no. A lot of things pop up, and a lot of things I question with that and being said. My cousin told me, if learn to read in between the lines of things within itself, okay? When things don't make sense, because this one right here don't make sense. 29 years of therapy, and then I had to put two and two together from between me and a certain someone that 29 years. Why does it take 29 years for you to do therapy when you should not lean on therapy forever in a decade? It's okay to get it for a little bit, and then when you start seeing progress, you're supposed to graduate, and whatever that you learned, you're supposed to go from that point. Now, I know sometimes it may take about over a year or two, maybe 6 years, but don't let it be 29 years. I really do honestly believe that the reason why it probably took her 29 years dealing with therapy is because of her mouth. She's very rude, she's very inconsiderate, and don't have no manners worth nothing at the end of the day, end of the time frame. I wish that people like her would have several seats and learn how to just love themselves. Like I was telling this certain someone today that, hey, there's different matters when someone is in progress of getting help. They have, an understanding of things. Then you got people, when it comes to love itself, that they need love from a human standpoint, and then they need love from themselves. And this person said, damn, I don't even think she even deserves even human love, even trying to get self-love from herself, because self-love is not even doing it at the end of the day. Like, if you know that you still at the same point and same thing, and you're not seeing no progress, y'all need to hang that up. And y'all need to give y'all therapists their money back. Because y'all pretty much waste their time. Now, I can do understand if there's some changes within the insurance, there's some changes within the therapy. If it's like a short time therapy, yeah, that's okay. But you've been sitting up here going to therapy from 13 years old all the way to 42 years old. Look, like I was telling a certain person today, that when it comes to being in your 30s, late 30s, them are supposed to be the years you're supposed to mess up. And you're supposed to continue messing up until you get it right. When you become 40, that's when everything is supposed to up and shine. That's when everything is supposed to make sense. That's when the career is supposed to be popping. That's when everything is supposed to be out and open. Now, don't get me wrong. I do applaud people who do go to therapy, like myself, who does go to therapy and does it the right way. But then you got people like this certain someone who done been going to therapy ever since she was 13, that it's being done and handled in the wrong way. Therapy ain't to be played with. Therapy is not something that, oh, you pick up when you want it to, or you pick it up off the shelf as you go. Like, oh, okay. No. So again, it is embarrassing to be sitting up here at the age of 42 years old saying that you was been in therapy ever since you was 13 years old and you 42 years old. It is embarrassing. Some things you just need to just keep to yourself. If that's the goal that you're working on and that's the goal that you need, keep it to yourself. Like, real talk. Keep it to yourself. Anyway, this is King, aka the Fighting the Tiger. I'm gonna holler at y'all later on another note, another time frame. What I always like for y'all to do is like, click, and share my videos. Support your friend. Alright, I'm out this piece. Deuces.